Welcome, everyone. My name is Tim Mayer, and I chose as my topic big data in support of smart city initiatives. Suffice it to say that a smart city will use big data to improve quality of life, efficiency of services, and its overall competitiveness. The data will be high volume, high variety, and it'll be coming in at a high velocity. The technology in terms of data architecture, you'll see the standard services there that will feed one another, but I'll highlight data analytics because that's where you'll generate insight, which will allow you to design new services and implement them. And that's what a smart city needs is a continual updated services from data. Data generation can take place in a multitude of sectors. I offer three here. Each of those has three different sub areas that will produce and consume data. Data sources can be thought of as Internet of Things or crowd sensing. And an Internet of Things, it's sensors that are embedded in physical objects linked by wired and wireless networks. In crowd sensing, it's people-oriented individuals trying to obtain required services or ideas. Here, the actual collection might take place through a wearable device, smartwatch on with a human, for example, and the media might be more social media related for analysis. The data, as terms of raw and metadata, runs the gamut, very broad, and the data rates in a smart city will have to be able to handle both real-time data and historical data. This slide just offers specific examples of how data was used to help smart city initiatives. London and Barcelona were the first European cities to implement data-driven smart technologies. The first areas that tended to be used to improve were in transportation and security. The first paragraph there will show you examples of how data sensors such as traffic lights were able to help improve or alleviate traffic congestion. So as you look through those, you'll see some examples. The other example, Natal, a city in Northeast Brazil, was a host site of 2014 FIFA World Cups. It used social media analysis instead of investing in a robust sensor set of communications technology, which can be more expensive. It used Twitter and it analyzed Twitter feeds from tourists, and it was able to generate analysis, sentiment analysis, for example, that allowed them to improve the tourist experience by either improving security in certain places for tourists or providing additional transportation as required for tourists. So there's another example of how data can help smart cities. Data architecture for smart cities, there were two proposals that I came across in my research, bullets 2 and 3. I just highlight that you will need a large repository. They're saying something like a data lake storage repository to contain vast amounts of raw data. They recommended a data architecture of both MongoDB and Hadoop distributed file system to keep storage costs low and generate fast response times. You will need a filter system and an integration or a fusion mechanism to both clean data and bring distributed data back together. And then you'll have to incorporate both real-time databases and offline databases to deliver data to the processing frameworks. The other bullet there talks about Apache Couch Database. That was just a new NoSQL option that I wasn't familiar with, and able to store, transfer, and process data using JSON to store data and JavaScript as its query language. So there's another example of NoSQL database implementation in support of smart cities. In conclusion, you'll see here a list of things that we've been studying in our course. They align with what we've been learning. This came from a literature review, which looked at a variety of different articles about smart city initiatives. I would just highlight that I think that in the future, because of the semi-structured and unstructured data that will be coming from increased collection platforms, and because of the emergent ability to learn from mapping networks, financial networks or social networks, that you'll see the continued growth of NoSQL database management systems and graph database management systems in supporting smart city initiatives. But the bottom line is data storage solutions have to be agile enough to deal with high volume, high velocity, and high variety data types to support smart city initiatives. And here's just a quick look at the references I use if you ever want to go back and read up on this. So I look forward to your presentations, and I hope everyone's is staying safe. Thank you.